Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
With the eyes of the world watching, it's time for the biggest event of the year as we're proud to welcome you to the Super Bowl. Tonight, the Lombardi Trophy's in the building, and we've got a fight to see who's gonna raise it. Between the New Orleans Saints and the Baltimore Ravens. Kate Scott and Brock Heward, happy to have you with us. And this an unusual spot to be, Brock. Both teams here, they have fought and earned their way to this one. Yet this still looks like could be one of the more lopsided Super Bowl matchups that we have seen in our time in the NFL.
It looks that way on paper, but we know. We've watched it through the centuries. Right? We know that upsets happen in this moment. Broadway Joe's guarantee and the Jets win. It's just the third Super Bowl. David Tyree's helmet catch as those Giants shock the Patriots in the production. You know Tom Brady? Yeah, they too bypass the greatest show on turf. This moment, underdogs emerge.
A tradition started back in 1967 has now reached its diamond anniversary. And off we go in Super Bowl 60. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Well, here he is, Kate, in the role that I and so many other quarterbacks dreamed of being in during our careers, leading the AFC champions out on a Super Bowl Sunday. The journey? Well, it's only become more difficult every step along the way, from the regular season through each rung of the playoffs, and it's prepared him for the moment he's walking in right now.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now Jackson off the play action. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Derrick Henry getting on the ground. That's a Super Bowl caliber stop right there as they finish that play off behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
That's a Super Bowl caliber stop right there as they finish that play off behind the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Here he goes, third and long. This one to Andrews outright. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. And bringing them out as a former fifth-rounder from South Carolina. And before that, Oklahoma, it's Spencer Rattler.
Kate, I can only imagine what's running through his mind right now. What an arduous fight across the entire NFC postseason to get to this moment. And I think this is one of those moments you just go back in that backyard as a kid, you close your eyes, and you dreamed of when you were little, and you're living in it right now.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, Rattler hits him on the out route. And he reaches the 35 before going out. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
And the Saints, first down.
From the gun, a give to Miller. That's a Super Bowl caliber stop right there as they finish that play off behind the line.
He was taken down.
Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Shotgun snap to Rattler. Throwing the out route complete. And that will not be enough for a first down. Ravens going to the dime package now. 3rd down.
It brings up 3rd down.
Rattler to the air now. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
It is tough to play a clean game in this league. Caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
At their 49-yard line.
This is Henry on 2nd. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8.
To the air on 3rd and long. Looking slant route complete. And he's down to almost, nope, actually going to give him the 30 here. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A draw now. This is Henry. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Jonas Sanker in from the secondary making that stop. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Another run for Henry. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Jackson now on third. Has him on the quick hitter. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. Fourth down. Tyler Loop out for the Ravens to attempt this field goal. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash.
A 38-yard attempt.
Whoops, knocks it through. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Set to return this, Trey Palmer. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. Second drive coming up for the Saints offense. And Brock, they are not in the spot they want to be, but still plenty of game left. You don't want to let the setting cause an early overreaction and panic.
Yeah, you just can't overtry. And every bit of you wants to, every fiber of your being in this building right now, you want to perform, but you just can't overdo it. Get back in the rhythm and play your game.
That's caught by Chris Olave. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
First down, Saints.
Now a shotgun handoff to Miller. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Saints first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down, and they go right back to it. No repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play. Oh, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 44-yard line.
Here's Rattler. Dumped off to his running back. And he gets this very close to that first. It's going to be 3rd and short at the 35.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and inches.
Rattler back to throw. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short. So the pass on that long 52-yard field goal attempt, they're going for it. Handoff here for Miller. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Short pass brought in. And he's going to be touchdown. Brock looks to be a couple yards shy of that marker.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 23-yard line.
Looking to throw, Rattler. He's going to tuck it and run. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
A gain of 7. First down, Saints.
From the red zone on first. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's 2nd down.
Now Rattler. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 16.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So Super Bowl 60, a quarter of the way done. Just 3-0 is our score. More from Santa Clara coming up. Enough waiting, we're back, and it's time to resume play here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's third and very long. Pass brought in by Watson. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a second quarter lead. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football fields. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Extra point converted by Gay. And the Saints take a 4-point lead.
The score, Saints 7, Ravens 3.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Ravens trotting out their offense. And last drive left them in a little bit of limbo, Brock. They were happy to leave with points, obviously, but not happy that they had to settle for a field goal instead of a touchdown.
Coaches love to say, on offense, let every drive end in a kick. The bronze medal's a punt, silver medal's a field goal, and now they're going to be striving for that PAT, the gold medal.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Trying down the middle with Henry. Nice drive forward, halted after a couple of yards. Stopped on that play by Danny Stutzman.
At the 32-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. It's complete. Play made by Bateman. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Gain of 4 yards. And the Baltimore
First down. Here's Lamar. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
From the gun, Jackson. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Trying to get it with the option here. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Jordan Stout on now to punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And he's out of bounds. Not the return that he had drawn up. No way. And actually loses yards. The Saints and Spencer Rattler coming out for their next drive. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 23-yard line.
On the give, it's Miller. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Rattler. That's caught for the first. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
First down, New Orleans.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here's Rattler, 1st and 10. Finds the in route, complete. This gets forward a little, not a ton, to the 35. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
At the 35-yard line.
Now an inside handoff to Miller. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
This is one of those cases, Kate, where basketball and football blend together. You know, great zone defenses in basketball. You think about them through the years. They trust one another. They know where they are as defenders on that court. Same thing in coverage. When you trust one another, when you communicate, good things happen. Just like that, you suffocate a pocket because there's nowhere for the quarterback to go.
Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Andrews with the catch. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Baltimore, 1st down.
Lamar back to throw. He'll set up the screen for Henry. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Handoff headed right to Henry. Shoves him off. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
And the Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard
Running
line.
once more with Henry. He's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards.
On the tackle.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40.
Lamar now from the gun. Drop this one down for Henry. Ooh, awful close to that line to gain. Stop though made at the 46. 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. The handoff on 3rd and short. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Baltimore 1st down.
Out of the gun, Henry. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Hits his running back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. New set of downs for him from the 31.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Tight end in motion right.
At the 31-yard line.
Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. The Ravens getting their first look inside the red zone. They've got 1st and 10 right along the 20. From the red zone now. And he scores. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 2nd quarter lead. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping the tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker.
Defense.
Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to go now. And there is room for improvement from that previous drive. Stalled out, necessitated a call to that punt team.
Yeah, and in these situations, I always love reminding the offense that first down. Just move the chains the first time to get yourself into rhythm, because you don't want to see that punter anytime soon.
He powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. So 2nd and 5 on deck as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Super Bowl 60 and Santa Clara in just a moment. From the gun, Rattler has him on the quick hitter. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Saints.
Shotgun snap to Rattler. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
To Brandon Cooks. Out of bounds at the 41-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Rattler. He'll try and run this. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first.
Gain of 9 yards. And the Saints 1st down.
Rattler to the air now. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15.
1st down, New Orleans.
From the red zone on 1st. Right back to Watson. This is Cox. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. The Ravens bringing out an extra defensive back on this 3rd down play. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play.
On-board field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
Game's kick is good, and that's going to tie us up just before halftime.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
LeJohntay Wester to return it. Escapes the defender, and that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Ravens taking over now on offense. Minimal time remaining in the half. And they've got a little over 30 seconds to work with. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. First down, here's Lamar. This one's to Andrews outright. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. First down now, ball at the 33. Empty backfield now, running back motions out left. This is Cox going right back to Andrews. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Out of bounds at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 8.
Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Throwing the out route complete. And He's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
That's another Baltimore first down.
Lamar throwing again. He's rocked. That ball's free. And the Saints have the recovery. And they're going to take possession of the football, but they're going to do it deep on their own side of the field.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
And there's the stop, but he's got 9 yards on 1st down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. He'll throw it. He lobs this up left sideline, looking for something big. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our 1st half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks for that hard work, Scott. These two teams ready to break this tie as we welcome you back for the 3rd quarter. On the return, here's Palmer. Finds some space, he's past the 30. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. The Saints offense ready to start this 3rd quarter. And they could take control of the 2nd half early, Brock, if they break the tie on it. Opening drive. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Again, right side to Miller. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Hits him on the out route. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. It's a nickel set for the Ravens. 3rd down.
7-yard gain on the play. And it's
Rattler. It's complete. This is Olave. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Rattler now off the play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Rattler. He's keeping it. He slides down with enough to pick up that 1st.
1st and goal, New Orleans.
Working inside the red zone. Makes the catch. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints take the lead right away in half number 2. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first one. You just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. It puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. He lost the football, and the fumble recovery is made. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. But when they fly down the field, they got 2 things in mind, Kate. Number 1, get the returner down. Number 2, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
Here's Rattler, 1st and 10. The ball's out, he lost it! And the Ravens make the recovery!
This is exactly what you want out of your defense. If they're not going to secure the ball on offense, and they're going to give you a shot at it, go punch that ball loose and get a body on it for the recovery.
Baltimore running its offense out now. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Play fake. Jackson. Andrews snags another one. And this play's going to come to an end at the 27. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
15 yards. And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Lamar out of the pistol. Looking right, and he finds him. He'll have a small gain up to about the 32. Shaq Thompson finishing that play off.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Has him on a quick hitter. Not a lot of room for him. He makes it to the 34. Alontae Taylor making the stop.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
And again, it's Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down. New set of downs for him. He'll start at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the pistol, Henry. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
He's brought down at the 39-yard
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Jackson, quick pass wide. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. And just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
That's another.
From the gun, a run for Henry. Big gain, has them across the 40. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens can tie it up after hitting Payton in the 3rd. Derrick Henry, the touchdown.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered.
Here's Luke for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens make it 17 all.
17.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Cordero Patterson now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Saints returning their offense and this running back to the field. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Miller. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
From the gun, Rattler. Connects on the crosser. He's hit just before he can pick up that first. So 3rd and short coming up from the 33.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route throwing that quickly tells me these two are on the same page. It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Here comes the Saints punting unit. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown. Brock, let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards. And a Baltimore first down.
He gives to Henry on the inside handoff. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Jackson keeping it himself. He's not able to escape. The zone read doesn't work. It's going to cost him a couple of yards, too. 3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out.
3rd and 9.
Now they send their back in motion right. Jackson now on 3rd. Finds him over the middle. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break Bronc as they force this 4th down. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Bronc. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Straight ahead, here's Miller. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Saints first down.
Running once more with Miller. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun snap to Rattler. This is reeled in by Taysom Hill. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Taysom Hill. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Saints.
Now Rattler on the play fake. Back to a familiar target. It's Watson. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. New set of downs for him from the 31.
First down, New Orleans.
Throwing is Rattler. He completes it in traffic. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Hard to believe, but just one quarter left in our season. We're through 3 in Super Bowl 60. This game remains tied after 3, so we'll decide things right here in the fourth quarter. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Rattler setting to throw. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one gains 7. And that's good for a Saints first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
From the red zone now. Throwing the out route complete. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Rattler to the air now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
I got a sense, Kate. He went to bed last night dreaming, can I get a sack? Can I find a way to get to the quarterback? Well, he didn't do it just once. He's now done it twice.
Miller with it. He pushed for it, but they held strong. Gets it up to the marker, but about a yard away, it looks like. 4th down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Matt Gay now in a high-pressure spot. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards. Kicked well, and this is good! And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Here's Western on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And they had to wave that white flag on their last drive, Brock, hoping to avoid having to call that punter this time out.
Yeah, and you get several chances a game, on average, somewhere around 10 possessions, and you know not all of them are going to pan out. So you got to forget what lies behind and keep pressing on to the journey ahead.
Breaks the tackle. And this is brought to a stop up at, say, the 34-yard line there. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And a nice little run there gets him 5. 2nd down upcoming.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
Another run for Henry. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Henry's going to try to pick it up. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
A gain of 6. And a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. And we'll pause here for an injured Saints player. Looks like he's pretty shaken up. They'll get someone out to look at him. First down from the 42. Changing it up here, Jackson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Lamar. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around third down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. Third down. Third and long for him here. Throw right side is caught by Hopkins. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Here's Tyler Loop in a high-pressure spot. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Direction doesn't look good here. He missed it right. And the deficit remains unchanged here in the fourth.
Kate, he's going to need a lot of support from his teammates after that one because he knows it. Everybody knows it. The game may have rested on that try, and that'll be one that's tough not to dwell on.
The Saints send receiver Christian Watson ready to go once again. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal to the football pretty well. First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Hand off here for Miller. And they'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw, Rattler. Looking for him on the screen there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down produces nothing. Back to the huddle they go for 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Rattler back to throw. Pass brought in by Watson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Christian Watson. An 8-yard pickup.
We've set it down from 37. Now a shotgun handoff to Miller. He finds him 6 yards on that 1st down run.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Now Rattler. Throw left side, finds Johnson. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down from the gun. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
1st down, New Orleans.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
From the red zone on 1st. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Christian Watson.
Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down as close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
And it's 3rd down.
Coming left is Miller. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Again, it's Miller. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Now an inside handoff to Miller. Watching the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces 3rd and goal. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. This is a pivotal moment on the game's biggest stage, Brock. It's 3rd and goal. On the give, it's Miller. And he's not going to get in. Another stand defensively, and they've made it 4th and goal. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. Matt Gay now in a high-pressure spot. It's just 21 yards down the pipe. Tracking for it, and it's good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. We see the Ravens making their way out now. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try to miss the mark. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll set up the screen for Henry. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. 2 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning for them to use, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
First down.
Lamar's going to keep this one. And we'll take this for about a yard. It's going to be 2nd down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defense linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Play action. Here's Jackson. Pulling deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, the Saints got to it.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
You know, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind. Right, you got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
They run. It's Miller. They'll bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Here's a give inside to Camara. And he's going to have the 1st down there for the Saints, and that should be enough to run out the rest of this one. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Line up the design keeper. They kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. They're drawing up for him. And in their first appearance here since 2009, the New Orleans Saints are Super Bowl champions for a 2nd time. This is what we all hope every year when we get to this point, Brock. We hope for the drama. We hope that the game lives up to the big stage that it was played on. Close at the end. Really just 1 or 2 moments in there that decided who was going to be the team waiting to receive the trophy.
Yeah, you just feel, don't you, Kate, that every single bit of that Lombardi trophy had to be earned here tonight. But not just tonight, not over these 60 minutes, It was every practice throughout the season, every tough battle they fought on Sundays from September to January, battle tested. It was all that work that made them capable of earning the championship tonight.
At the podium now in his final act of the season, Commissioner Goodell to award the Lombardi Trophy to the New Orleans Saints, champions of Super Bowl 60. So for our entire crew here at EA Sports, For my partner Brock Heward and myself, that's going to do it on another fantastic NFL season. We cannot wait to catch you all again in the fall. I'm Kate Scott. Wherever and however you've been watching, please get home safe tonight, everybody. Good night from Santa Clara.